Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, Kellen here from Droid Life. So today we're walking through DROIDX2. Just came out on Verizon, and it's available for $199 on contract. It's not 4G, is dual core, QHD 4.3 inch screen, which we'll get into later. 8 megapixel camera, no front camera. It does have HDMI out, mirror mode on it, physical buttons. Again, no front camera, volume rocker, no physical camera button, and basically is the Droid X original with a dual core processor and a screen with a better resolution. That's pretty much it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's still really light, it's still really thin, still feels nice in hand, but not a lot of differences. So anyway, let's power it up, show you guys what's going on here. Oh, guess I already have it powered up, sorry that. So the boot animations actually shows dual core, same basically Droid XI. Anyway, so I guess you don't need to see that. So anyway, here it is though. It's got a new blue blur on it, which you are familiar with if you've been running any of the gingerbread leaks for the original Droid X. Better resolution, 960 by 540, I believe. It's got the new dock bar. It's got some new widgets. The big thing here though is really that dual core processor. Again, we'll talk about the resolution in a minute on there, or I'm sorry, we'll talk about the QHD screen in a minute, but really just wanted to show you a quick walkthrough of the device itself. Plenty of bloatware, Amazon Kindle, Blockbuster, backup assistant, emergency alerts, City ID, there's an IM app, My Verizon, NFL Mobile, Let's Golf, mobile hotspot, that's not really bloatware, NFS Shift, Skype, Task Manager, Slacker, and then all the VCast crap. So it's loaded up. We know that it's going to be locked down just like the original Droid X. It is rootable right now on 2.2. Gingerbread does root it, but if you wanted to wait and get Gingerbread and then root it, good luck. We're hearing that it's basically unrootable. There's some nice things going on with this blur though. Enough of the bad stuff. We'll get back to the blur. I actually like this new blue blur. It's not necessarily like HTC Sense, but I would say it's getting there polish-wise. It just functions really nicely. You got shortcuts to the market. You can add folders and stuff in your actual app drawer. The blue look in general just looks a lot more polished and soft and nice than that old gray ugly look. Let's go ahead and look in the About phone. You can see Droid X2 2.2.2, so not 2.3. Not sure why they launched it without Gingerbread, seeing as Gingerbread's coming out for the original Droid X in like a day. Basically same widgets, although there should be a few tossed in, a few new ones. I can give you a quick scroll through there. I'm not a blur fan, so I'm not familiar, to tell you the truth, with the widgets, but there you go. Other than that, you can do pinch, I believe. Pinch? Or we can just hit home again and get those screen previews, jump to screen previews, all that good stuff, right? Let's go ahead and jump in and show you a Quadrant Benchmark. I know what we all think about Quadrant Benchmarks, but it is something at least to go by. Let's go ahead and run it. Dual core processor, so let's see what we get. And while that's running, just slide this guy over here. Zoom out just a little bit here. That's the original Droid X. So as you can see, no difference in the look. The only thing is that red camera button is now gone. On the back side, exactly the same. Sorry, my original Droid X is a little dirty desk, I guess. It says Droid X2 right there. By the way, it's not Droid X squared, even though I know it says that. They're going to call it the Droid X2. I do believe this one's the Droid X2 is a little bit darker, and it sort of does look like that. I don't know if you can see that online. This is sort of a grayish, this is more of a black. A little bit different. Same 8 megapixel camera, HD video with Google, branding, Verizon, all that stuff. Again, exactly the same. Okay, slide that back over. We're bringing it back in a second. Anyway, benchmark is done. Let's go ahead and hit yes, see what we get. And that says 2519. 2519, first try. Hadn't run one until now, so got to be pleased with those numbers. So dual core, definitely, it's going to process things really fast. It's going to install apps fast. It's going to just load up. Like, let me just load up the gallery. Let's load up the camera. Take a picture real quick. And of course, I say that, and there's a delay. Okay. Take a picture. Take a picture of that. And didn't give me a preview. That could be a setting. But it did pop it right up in there and loaded the picture right up. You can see with blur there's some new stuff going on. You can share it quickly. So all this stuff just is going to process everything faster with this dual core processor in there. But we do want to show you one thing, and we're going to we're going to have actually a whole post on this, I believe. And this is this new QHD screen. Okay, so let me just bring over the original DROIDX here. It's basically been told, a dozen times now, 100 times, that this is a pentile display, which is sort of like a matrixy grid. I don't really know how to get into super detail on that. But the colors on it are not necessarily all there. Let's just say that. And I've heard that on text on black and white like this is tough to read. I haven't found that problem, but greens in general show up a lot different. So you can see the green here. It doesn't look that bad next to the DROIDX. You can see the DROIDX actually looks a little washed out. But wait till I bring over my Nexus S, which I do believe is Super AMOLED. I know they change these things constantly, so I can't prove that or not. And I don't know if you can see that. It is 100% different. I mean, it's not even close, actually. The greens here are just so much richer than that. So this almost looks brown compared to the Nexus S. So anyway, like I said, we're going to have more on that later. Some close-up shots of the screen and all that stuff. So anyway, it is running 2.2. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's just a dual-core processor in the original DROIDX's body. I mean, that's really what it is. It has that same DROIDX feel. This new blur is really nice. I like it. I actually like it as a skin in general. The dock, I'm not a huge fan of. It sort of looks like it's been snowing or something. But other than that, it's a fast phone. The pictures will probably be about the same they were on the original DROIDX, and it'll probably last you a while. Once it gets gingerbread, it'll be even more stable and awesome. But you'll never get Google Talk with voice because it doesn't have a front-facing camera. So sort of a weird feel about this phone. It is a nice phone. It's high quality. It's got a dual-core processor. Its specs are really nice, but it's missing like front camera, and this pentile QHD display is arguably not the greatest. So we'll dive into it. Full review coming up. We just want to give you guys a quick view of it. This is the DROIDX2, and we're Droid Life. Peace.